Hey, scribers, I just want to go over templates here. How to kind of save a template out in the future to act as your template. We've made Scribeware almost so easy to use that it can be confusing. So let me explain a few things here. What I like to do is start a job, any job. So you create from template. You could, whatever type of job you're working on, my residential template, we could start one. And let's say you are new to Scribeware and you're going to start with maybe the residential template or even a template we imported for you. One of the first things you might do is just kind of open that job and then hit Save Template and give it a different name, so you could call it Orca Residential 2, or if we imported it for you, whatever. And once you do that, you create kind of a fork in it, and now you've preserved the original template that you could always go back to if you need to, and you've kind of started a new one. So let's call this Orca Residential 2, and we'll hit Save Template. All right, so now we've got a new template, Orca Residential 2. Now, one of the things I'd like to do is we could put a cover photo in. It'll help me identify it on the home page. Whoops. Um, there we go. And then under client name, I might put template 2. And then what I like to do is put it way out in the future. So we'll put this all the way at the top of my home page. And I'll hit OK. So let's go back to the home page and see what I did. Okay, so there's my template 2. So now anytime I want to work on that template, I'm going to go back to this particular job. So what I just showed you there is forking a template so that you kind of preserve the original but then kind of start a new one. And then saving it out in the future so that you have kind of one particular place to go to save your template. Now the reason this is important is the word template is kind of fluid in Scribeware. So let's create from template, and we'll start one of these Orca 2s. So we'll create a report. It's going to load all the chapters and stuff. And let's say we're going out in the field with this, right? We've been working on this template and now we're going to go out and use it in the field. And this is a big house, and maybe it will go under water heaters. Maybe there's 3 water heaters, right? So we can copy section and we can rename water heaters, main house, right? And we know that we could go under service equipment for electrical and sub panels, and I can copy section. I can add a subpanel, subpanel studio, right? Okay, so I'm making changes to this template. When I do this for a live job, I do not want to hit Save Template. You do not need to hit Save Template. Scribeware is constantly auto-saving everything. So when you're modifying the template for a specific job, don't hit Save Template, just roll with it. It's going to save it, and you can add as many things as you want for chapters or sections so that it fits the job perfectly. Even under decks and balconies, if a house has a bunch of decks, I might call this entry deck, and then I'll come up here and copy it, and it could be back deck, right? So it's really nice. You can do this on the mobile. You can then leave the site knowing that you have this template that's really been quickly customized to fit the house or the building like a glove that you're inspecting. So under those circumstances, you're not going to hit Save Template. You're just going to do your report and publish it and send it out, and you haven't messed with the template. So when we talk template, what I like to think of, I'm now going back to the template, right? And it's all it is a job I just set out in the future, but it distinguishes it from something I'm doing live. If that live job I'd hit Save Template, then the next time I start a report, I'm going to have those 2 decks, and I'm going to have 2 water heaters and all that stuff. So I don't necessarily want to save that. So when you hit Save Template, I like to think of this as save the starting place I want to serve up every time I start a new job. And the starting place is going to be maybe less than what you might end up with for a particular job if you've added a whole bunch of kitchens and water heaters and all that stuff. So I hope that makes sense. So now, what is a template? A template is not the library. The library of comments you can constantly work on and update and save. So what we think of the template are the chapters over here, what you've named them in the sequence that you have them. Within each chapter, you've got these different sections. That's part of the template. Within a section, you have descriptive fields and pull downs. That's part of the template. And then we also have these inspector only notes, and that's part of the template as well. This is a library comment, not part of the template. I could come in here, I could make some edits to this comment, I can hit update library, and that has no effect on the template. So I hope this makes sense. The template and the library are two different things. You can watch some of our videos on the library. I hope this helps you understand what a template is and gives you some techniques of like putting one out in the future as like a sort of trick to managing and maintaining a template. All right, thanks for watching.